Okay, now for a little more of that animating everything. I'm going to simplify this a bit. I've got my sign and my twist. Let's just go ahead and get rid of the twist. So, there we are. My twist is still doing its thing. And what I'm going to do is assign this thing a new material that we always start out with. Make it a Lambert, just for simplicity. And with the colors in here, there's an extra bit of complexity because it doesn't look as though we can right-click on things and set key, but you can in fact just set key. It's a slightly different level, but there's also an extra thing I want to show. So let's say I want this thing to start out, I don't know, green. I'll set key at the beginning. There it is. That being said, you may have noticed when I was doing the deformers, I set keys and you didn't see the red pips showing up on the timeline. I just set a key on this and there's no pip. So what's going on? The thing is, although I have this out here and I'm working with it and I set keys on it, this is what I actually have selected. So I'm looking at the animation for this cube. The cube itself is not animated. A deformer on it is animated, a material on it is animated, but not the cube itself. So if I want to see what it is I'm actually messing with, I can click on this and look at, see, I've got my sign 1, which is the deformer. If I hit select down here, look at that, red pip, red pip. So I can actually modify this thing's keyframes of the deformation here. Same thing with my material. If I go back here and I find my Lambert, I hit select, there's one red pip. Now it's worth noting, we often delete history on objects with Alt-Shift-D, but if I want to keep animation, like with this sign and this Lambert and all that, if I delete this thing's history, it's forgotten that it had that deformer. The Lambert is still ready to go, but the deformer has vanished. So we'll do a little bit of rigging in this class. That's basically what that is. You want to keep deformers, things that modify this that are still in the world. If I delete this thing's history, the sign 1 handle just vanishes, and it's just going to be static. But I want to keep it. So don't delete the history of things that have some kinds of animation on them. Anyway, back to selecting my color. I'll have it, I don't know, in the middle. It'll be yellow. And I do have this automatic thing on, and it did set a key, so I'm good there. And by the end of it, it's red. Just this wobbly, color-changing cube. Don't know what this is, but just proof you can animate anything you can click on. And that can be a lot of fun.